So starting off on the first topic of the day is actually the first of two delay announcements, sort of, because it's not official. Mass Effect Andromeda. Basically taking a rundown through it. The EA Chief Financial Officer Blake Jorgensen, I think I'm saying your name right, was in an interview at a business summit and said, We've got a great year ahead. For the first time, I'm trying to dampen down the Wall Street expectations, which is a good position to be in. We've got our Battlefield first-person shooter coming in third quarter, and our third-party title that Respawn built. It's called Titanfall. It's the second title they brought out under that brand. Both those first-person shooters will be targeted around the first... Get my words right. Around both fast action-driven shooter market as well as a strategy-driven market in the quarter. We have all our sports games. We have Mirror's Edge, a runner game coming out in the first quarter. Then we have Mass Effect, which is the sci-fi action game in our fourth quarter. So a big year ahead, and we're pretty excited. Now, he's giving you a rundown here of basically, obviously, with him being the chief financial officer, he was talking about what's basically coming out in each quarter. Now, usually in video games, we talk about the calendar year. So the first quarter would be the first part of the year, which is January, February, March. And second quarter, April, May, June, and so on and so forth. But with him being the financial officer, he will probably be talking the financial quarters, which starts off from your April, 1st of April, which is your beginning of your tax year. And then the end of the tax year is actually the last day in March. So with him saying this and saying that, because Mass Effect was originally slated to come out in holiday 2016, the Christmas period of 2016, and him saying it's coming out of the fourth quarter, he's possibly meaning that it's actually coming out in 2017, which is usually January, February, and March. You still following me?
Yeah, I'm with you so far.
And also he mentions about Mirror's Edge coming out in the first quarter of this year. Now, if it was the first quarter of this year, talking calendar year, it would actually already be out now. But true. Actually, it's not coming out until May. So he's talking in terms of financial quarters.
Yeah, it's sounding that way.
So, basically, going on what he's saying here, that actually, unofficially, he's saying that Mass Effect Andromeda is actually going to be delayed till 2017.
Yeah, I think you could go with that.
I'm quite. So, do you think I brought that down all right? Is that understandable?
I understood you, so.
But, so Mass Effect, we haven't really heard a huge amount of information on Mass Effect.
No,
it's been bits here and there.
Under the radar at the minute.
Yeah, I'm still thinking we're going to get a lot of information at E3. Which is usually June time.
Yeah.
So, and I've got to admit, I think we're probably going to get an official release date announcement around about that period.
They'll probably wait till E3.
Yeah, because the initial date obviously was, say, holiday 2016, but that was announced in a teaser trailer from E3 2015, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So they probably just dropped that in as a placeholder.
So that's just yeah.
But we haven't heard anything since.
No.
About at least release dates. So it doesn't surprise me that they're getting it pushed back maybe till 2017.
I would have to say I'd almost go out on a limb and say good.
Mm?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
Well, they might actually finish it properly.
Ooh, Ben. You can get the ending right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Mass Effect 3 was... The ending was crap.
See, I never played it. I played 1 and 2 numerous times. Never played the third one because I was worried about it.
Yeah.
I was worried about everything I heard.
I got bored.
Really?
It just seemed to be, oh, here we go again. We're doing this again.
A lot of people were worried about that the decisions didn't really make a huge difference in Mass Effect 3.
Seem to.
Mm.
The sort of the people I've spoken to about the ending, it was very much kind of,
which makes me
you had that
wonder
ending as well.
With their
it felt almost a bit, again, slightly controversial, bit Metal Gear 5-ish.
Unfinished.
They had really good intentions. They were going for it. They kind of lost their way a little and then kind of just stitched an ending together.
So I never completed Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, I've completed Chapter 1.
I haven't even got that
Oh,
far.
okay. Well, there we go. But that shows, again, that
was...
a franchise that we like, not completing it. But
No.
the one thing that makes me wonder about Mass Effect Andromeda is, are they going to take the same approach with it? There's these decisions matter situation, because they kind of backed themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
Are they going to learn from that mistake and go, well, it's a bit more linear than that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and not make
I
the
would-
decisions and say, if you just so-and-so dies and so-and-so doesn't come here. I wonder if they're going to sort of go down the lines of say, yeah, there will be certain decisions along the path, but eventually you're going to end at the same point.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed, I'll be honest.
Mm.
I'd be disappointed. 1 and 2 were brilliant. Every decision had a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every action had that consequence, regardless of what it was or how little you thought of it at the time. But 3 was missing that. It felt like it was there, but some of the decisions you were thinking, anyone got a coin handy? I don't know what to pick. And it seemed to have no effect.
Oh, like I say,
Which was
I am in a way hoping
disappointing.
that they're going to re-release them as a trilogy on PS4.
Yeah.
Because I've never played number 3, and the controller for the PC version isn't really compatible with the Xbox 360 version unless you get an emulated controller for it. And I'm better with the controller when it comes to this sort of games.
So, I last played them on PS3 when they did the PS3 pack with 1 and 2.
Problem is with me is I love the graphics of the PC for Mass Effect.
Yeah.
So that's why I was a bit like, I want to play it on graphical fidelity.
It was good. I have to say they did just turn the graphics up enough on like 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They did just tweak them up a little bit, and it was enough.
Mm-hmm.
It was enough. Yeah. Number 1 didn't look blocky. It did looked
okay.
good.
Mm-hmm.
It did look good. They probably gave it an extra layer of polish.
Well, yeah, they would. Yeah. It'd be nice to see.
It did look good, and it felt good on a control.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like
it's
just I'd like to play it on PS4, or I don't have an Xbox One, but for Xbox One players, because it'd have that polish of the look of the PC version now, with obviously them caught up with that older game with the controllers.
Yeah.
And I probably would pick it up because I do want to play the third one to sort of lead in what's happening within the universe, because obviously I've heard a lot of different things and what happens. And it's like, but I want to experience it for myself. So then I finally get it.
It's one thing to be told it and another thing to do it.
So you're quite happy that they're pushing it back then to get that
I'm
extra
not
layer of
upset,
polish on Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, finish it, get the story right. Don't just and cut. Which
It's
is
good
very
in a
much
way
what number 3 felt like.
That we're not hearing a lot about it though. I think it's good because
there's not the hype there.
Exactly, and
number 3 there was
Bethesda did it with
massive
Fallout
hype.
4, where literally they announced at E3 and then it was out that November.
Yeah.
And I think in a way, if they go right from E3, which is like June time, they do a 6-month build up to it, and then they bang it out, let's say January. Yeah. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I would be happy with that. I'm also not surprised that it's pushed back to 2017 because, again, we've not really heard anything a huge amount about it. We haven't got a huge amount of details. We haven't really seen a lot of gameplay on it. I think have we seen some? In fact, have we seen any gameplay of it? I don't think we have. Have we?
I think there was a sort of a concept picture. Is all I've seen.
So there's not a huge amount presently. There's information they keep giving a little bit out of it, of what you might be able to do in it. You might be able to do it. But until I finally see trailers, then I know, right, okay, let's start the hype train up.
Yeah.
And if it's going to come out in the first quarter, I think it's a nice 6-month build to it, then it's out. Rather than leaving it a year and a half, then releasing it, because at that point your expectations build up and then drop.
Yeah, it turns into Mass Effect 3.
Mm-hmm.
The expectations for Mass Effect 3 were phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
As it was. I mean, I was I pre-ordered it.
Mm-hmm.
I pre-ordered it months in advance. It was like, yes, I want this game. I really want this. Get it, and it's like, it's all right. I'm getting bored of it now. Right.
I think it's good to have these short periods of build-ups.
Yeah,
like
just
I said, keeps your expectations in check.
Yeah.
And it stops people from getting fed up of hearing about it.
There is that. Yeah, there is that.
But just finish off that story. Obviously, EA have not officially announced anything on their release date and not confirmed on what the financial officer Blake Jorgensen had actually said and whether or not actually he was talking in financial quarters or the calendar quarters. So we're still waiting an official confirmation from Electronic Arts about that.